Good morning, guys. How are you going? So, I wanted to share my thoughts on Ethereum, um, what I think is going to happen. So, I drew my chart fresh again today. It's always good to start like fresh again every week, I think, and remove all the clutter from past trades. So, what I can see now on Ethereum, what I'm seeing is that and I also like to zoom out to the monthly and the weekly at the start of the week to see what the overall trend's going to be. So what I'm seeing now on the weekly is that we are retracing from the high when it reached 1400. The next week it started lower, and now this week it started lower again. So I'm thinking that this correction is going to continue on the weekly, and that's because on the RSI it is still way overbought. It's at 90 at the moment, which is way overbought. So to me, I still think we need to have a healthy correction on the weekly, which to me, what would make sense is if it corrected back down to 50% or 61.8 at the most. So I've drawn the fibs on the daily from the lowest point to the highest, and those are the levels that I think it's going to pull back to, which is nice and healthy, which also makes the RSI not so overbought. So to me, I actually want to see that happen before I go long in Ethereum again. So I'm looking at now day trading, probably shorting it. I haven't looked at the daily yet, but I would be looking to get entries at these levels at 50, so 985, pardon me, and possibly 880. I don't know if it will go that low, but to me, even if it corrects down to this trend line here, that is a good, healthy, um, still in a healthy bull trend, right? Because this is the base, the first trend line that I drew, and this is the second one. So if it corrects down to this trend line, it's still in a healthy bull trend, and even this trend line. Yeah, so those are my thoughts on the weekly. Now let's look at the daily. What I'm seeing is it seems to be respecting this trend line. However, I'm going to be just cautious and not enter right now. I'm going to be patient and wait for it to, because can you see how this is a lower high now? So starting to form like a triangle. So I want to see if it's going to break up out or break down. So to me, on the weekly, I'm sort of, waiting for it to retrace, and that's what I would like to see happen. However, um, I rely strongly on the RSI to make a decision because what I saw happen before and where I made a mistake was when I saw it being way overextended, I entered a bull trade, but it obviously reversed. So I'm relying on this on the weekly to tell me that it's looking like it's needing to correct and come back down more. So anyhow, yeah, on the daily, um, you know, yeah, it's going up today, but I think it's either going to come, like, I think it might even bust through this trend line here and then come down to 50, if not, the 38.2. So those are my thoughts on Ethereum. Let's look at the 4-hourly. The beauty is with day trading, pardon me, my voice is all croaky today. With day trading, the beauty is that you can just trade in 4-hour and 1-hour time frames anyway. So, I think I'm going to look at doing some trading, some day trading today. Possibly going back down to this trend line today. But yeah, I haven't placed any trades today, so I'm just looking at the overall zoomed out picture at the moment and just sharing my thoughts on that. So thanks for listening. Cheers.